I'm Roy Potter, and this is the Potter Expositor. Welcome. As I suspected, I don't have a very good signal, so I can't do a live stream, but I did want to say a few things this evening. You'll see this on the 3rd of July, most likely. Today is the 2nd, and it's kind of late, but I did want to put this up since I won't have time or the ability to do a live stream tomorrow. Only a couple things. The first is that, as most of you know, I have been talking a great deal over the last few years about the corruption in the FBI, and that, as the slogan on my channel says, the intelligence community is our most dangerous domestic enemy. I've said that for a long time, and as we watch this entire thing play out with the FBI and the corruption, the sedition, the treason, the criminal behavior, not just during the presidential election, but prior to that, and including such things as the Bundy Ranch, Waco, Ruby Ridge, the WTC bombing in 1993, and I could go on and on, the Boston bombing. There's just a great number of things where this corrupt organization and the IC in general, because the FBI is part of the IC when I talk about that, how bad it is. I've called out that it should be disbanded, reorganized, have the U.S. Marshals, the DHS, even elements of the DOD, principally the U.S. Marines, go in and dismantle that organization, be used by Trump to clean out this entire mess. Not that those other organizations are perfect, they certainly aren't, but the power and the corruption, the racketeering, etc. of the FBI has just gone too far. And it's not just in the upper echelons of the command structure, it is literally throughout the entire agency. So I'm not the only one that's saying this, and something came out today. You know that Matt Bracken has talked about it, Anthony Schaefer, several others. And we've even heard newscasters like Lou Dobbs say that this might be necessary, etc. Well, today, I believe it was today, yes, the 2nd of July, it came out at 5 p.m. You all should know who Stephen Miller is. He's one of Trump's inside people in the White House, one of his advisors. And for Steve Miller to say this, I think, is indicative of the fact that Trump is realizing that this is the only option left as far as the FBI is concerned. No, I don't trust Sessions. No, I don't trust Wray. No, I don't trust Rosenstein. Certainly not Mueller, however he wants his name said. None of those. And from there in the Justice Department on down through the ranks, even to the rank and file in the field. Yeah, there are exceptions, but a lot is resting on this. Now, we've had a lot of agents want to come forward and testify about this corruption, and they've been threatened, of course. So really the litmus test, the canary in the coal mine, is if they come forward. And if they come forward, then they're the good guys. If they don't, then they're not. But I wanted to read this. It was on Twitter today from Stephen Miller. Very important. I think it indicates that Trump is, in fact, willing to go this route if it's necessary. And this has got to be bad as far as the deep state is concerned, and they could react very, very badly and do some real damage here. So I hope Trump has his help and that he's on his toes. But let me read you what Stephen Miller said. Quote, this is a tweet that he sent out today. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's what this is, and I'm going to read it. This is what he says. Quote, the FBI is a criminal entity that needs to be abolished and replaced by an agency that's willing to enforce and follow the rule of law. Wow. Amazing. So it's even now being explained that that's probably our only alternative as high up as the White House. People in the White House are saying this. And if Stephen Miller is saying it, I would suspect that he and Trump have already talked about that this is the only way to take care of this problem. And this is going to make the leftist Marxists, the DNC, scream about, how it's disrupting our constitutional republic, which they've never believed in anyway and have tried to actively destroy. And I don't like to talk about this left-right paradigm, but it's just the fact that both Republicans and Democrats have sought to subvert our constitutional republic, and the FBI has been one of the ways that they've tried to do that, and the IC in general. But what we've seen over the last few years with the FBI, and frankly I could go all the way back to the 70s when I first started to have contact with them professionally, and then professionally and personally later on, I can attest to the fact that it is a corrupt institution, and it needs to be wiped out. It needs to be totally disbanded, just as Stephen Miller has talked about, because it is a criminal enterprise, and somebody else needs to take that job over until they can get this thing cleaned up. So I just wanted to bring that up. It's a very important development because it goes along with what exactly as I have been saying for a very long time.
Thank you very much, Roy Potter. We appreciate your commentary, and we concur. Shoot, I was going to say, oh yeah, don't forget about our website. It's IHateTheFBI.com. Thanks for listening.